This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
And then somebody PP free by
message you video they will do show Jerry Butia for the embassy. Anybody go Barcelona?
Yeah.
Who said you argue several times about the Spanish clubs, the English club, the level of competitiveness in the EPL, and the Spanish La Liga fans also feel say when it comes to the Champions League, the Spanish teams remain superior. When it comes to the Europa Cup, the Spanish teams remain superior. But the fact of the matter is that, so check it after 2015, Barcelona winning their last Champions League. The only Spanish competitor, our competitor to the English clubs and Real Madrid in Kwa. Yenya let go and don't be Liverpool frame. But consistently, a team a dispatch the English contingent, Real Madrid. And if you the last year, she did this year almost a year. Last year, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, and the Cup of Finals against Liverpool, and they won it. This time they've already dispatched Liverpool. Chelsea are better also. It is the turn of Manchester City now. Into the only team that is competing with the English clubs and Aqua the White Angels. You know.
But I said this idea, Omonomamo, Omunya Wakoba, semi-final, Benyano, a bit.
Moreover, that quarter final Wakoba. You know what that's more. Chelsea match is a new match.
Quarter final,
I have Boadega. I have respect Kakrabanipa. Madrid Chelsea Wakoba.
I've been over
2 legs near 4. Normally Liverpool says 2 legs.
The 2 legs for white and Wakoba different.
What you be saying?
And Kahoda Wakoba.
Almost all month left, say. The man 2013 BC.
Madrid
10 years.
Yes.
I feel no magic up.
The weekends in Madrid quarterfinals, no Munya Wakoba.
Okay.
Feno Mobile.
Chelsea be sorry ante. Until there's a Franco Dio Bibiaka.
Quarterfinal matches no. Yen ya the crowd. So that. Obia ye bibi kakra. Obia ye bibi kakra. This is Chelsea.
Genoa.
There was no single
buy for no hwie ya pa nyam.
Buy so.
Buy for no hwie ya pa.
No, but I said buy no shegu.
Genoa any go asem. Champions League you started
from home no man lose
Genoa you started from group stage.
O man lose home make a quarter final.
Metias.
Also be started Champions League.
Auka quarter final.
Yes, quarter stage in the teams in Chelsea in the hwie.
Me still am the be ko buy for now.
Chelsea are actually home and away.
Bayern I lose away. I'm about draw home. Chelsea lose both legs. What's it? On share goals.
I'm looking at the size and proud to knockout stage, performance and the 2 teams in the put. Bayern for no lose match. You know, Bayern no lose match in the group stage. Almost share goals Maku 18 proud and they beat Paris Saint-Germain home and away.
And they'll be a qualified quarter final. At the quarter final stage, say no be a dear coy. It's not as if say Bayern MET a relatively easier
performance. We see teams in the ball quarter finals. The one not dear Chelsea.
And I may so many dear Bayern.
Okay,
that's it.
Yati.
Sana meche.
Yentuaso.
And now I watch a game in a different phase. Men who Pep Guardiola mean in recent times. What was the plan? The plan, they said this time, you know how to defend. You know possession, that is very unfamiliar with Pep. In the plan, or the room first leg, now or the room in the second leg. But again, you saw Bayern Munich dominating proceedings. Who saw Munich dominating and look at the number of passes put together. You know, Bayern put 5, 3, 6 passes. Manchester City put 3, 9, 6 passes and look at the gap between. But Omo making sure so Omo be defending so well. And one person who was key to their defensive plan was their goalkeeper. Bia Ederson and Mount D saves in the Premier League. But you know, in the last 2 games in the quarter final of the Champions League for me, he has been outstanding. Saves all year in the first leg, but then look at the saves all year. Kingsley Coman, you know. Leroy any free kick, These were balls I need to change BBR. Bayern and Timmy and take more chances. But you know, Manchester City kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ team a they've arrived and going forward ɔmo be dangerous. Ɔmo anything to defend, ɔmo anything to control the midfield. And look at Bernardo Silva. Look at Rodri yesterday. A stamping authority in midfield. Ɔmo say na ɛdin to stop Joshua Kimmich. But clearly ɔmo say Rodri that ball na ɔmo so obi anya ball no. Penalty ɔmo nya ɔmo bɛ sɛ no obi anim sɛ Manchester City there. Nka ɔmo yɛ sɛ ya na ɛdin so ɔmo bɛto aso akɔ ɔmo anim. But look at that pass from Kevin De Bruyne. Look at the control. Na hwɛ ɛkwan a Upamecano slip o yɛ Ellen Holland come fast yi ball ne fa no. And look at how place the ball in the two net. Serious predator. What chasing the goals now? What in the Champions League is not just a fluke. In the Bayern phone in our penalty, my Joshua Kimmich, but you know, in all, it wasn't a game that Bayern showed. Say, 2 games no my bono on money team also call money. Can't is almost creating in a cheaper Martina and Timmy, Coleman and Timmy, Lara Seni and Timmy, Jamal Muzella and Timmy. And they met a very good opposition. But out of the 2 games, the villain is Dayo Upamecano. Odin, Sky the Torneson. But you know, he doesn't belong to the grade A, grade B. But 2 games, Omubo Yedi and Kuyan Farm and the cry. You had the first leg, no he had, and Kuyan Farm. Omo pressing on Majibono. Now I'll slip it. Now I'll give you passes away. And no Ashakwanka or fast so all consider that red card, a referee Clement Pan Yimana, actually a bar say offside. Am I reverse decision? No, now Shakwanya or fast so slap for Ellen Holland go no. Inti Upamecano no be bonidin, obie bonidin. Emma commentator the coca say Opa Maguire. But when they test and ya Upamecano on Yadi and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is error prone. Consistently or your errors. Sika ombo de turn suntiana expectation is huge. But you know, Upamecano de onya de enche Harry Maguire. Maguire will be an mode bonus and just that football no so easy. But out of the 2 games, the villain is Upamecano. Bayern for no so we are satisfied because ball omo ball run there, omo create chances of me anche. But you know, the firepower Bayern Munich they start here in the Champions League. Any baby or be doing. I agree, City are outstanding. But only one team after beating Paris Saint-Germain and even previously. When it comes to the group stage, the round of 16, you give it to Bayern. But it drew by BC and say Omo bread. Especially when they met a good coach. They show again Villarreal, Unai Emery, no. And look at how Pep Guardiola has really dispatched them. And kudos to Manchester City. On my idea, and they are in the semi-final again against the White Angels. I'm waiting me to stop poor man, but you know, I never call you key in all the aspects apart from Enra. It was Andrew Nana once again. It will say in Milan check goes and
before so boko Inter Milan Bayern Munich. In the only better players, Upamecano and Choupo-Moting.
Do you know?
My observation.
Okay.
Choupo-Moting, Debiano, honestly, was striking my Bayern or a regular part these days.
Because he's been performing.
Choupo-Moting.
On the lead goes in.
Or better saying, Sadio Cissé.
No, not for the same role. The coach prefers Choupo-Moting to lead the line. Sadio is coming on the left.
Okay.
Number 9, Sam na ye count team. So number 9, they 2 players and they have fit to lead the line. Thomas Muller, Choupo-Moting.
Okay.
So Osha Thomas Muller and Nijedum dum yache. No Obama 1 flashes. But in the Champions League, Choupo-Moting and Ashe goes to their mom or compare Leroy and Serge Gnabry, Kingsley Coman, or more any money than Jamal Muzala, it's Choupo-Moting. First game, no more without him. No one to me and should go without him. He didn't score yesterday, but he scored.
Even more James Robinson and the performance in the teams now in Yabono, a tree. And I say be an agent in the yard.
I know the end correct. Say Choupo-Moting.
What level no me who what is so special about him?
Choupo-Moting only speciality be to play for those big clubs.
PSG.
Yes.
Bayern.
Yes.
Choupo-Moting.
Yes. Choupo-Moting, yes. Southampton, Brentford,
Chelsea.
Dabi. Onru sa level.
Onu Chelsea.
Dabi. Choupo-Moting. Choupo-Moting,
yes. Chelsea level be am be koda wa o be
oh Dabi.
Okay.
Second have so home be na boje Choupo-Moting o buy.
Okay.
On member na pojam. Chipo Martin ye free 15 airbus ye no.
They the man boss are big teams.
No, you know you are talking about those agency part. And no me kan ha time na ye Ghanaian players na omutu kwa be man team are successful they say. Portugal players ni ya there. But you know the connection of Jorge Mendes obe rule football no.
Yeah.
Aboama Portuguese players ne omubo big teams in Europe. Inti na be team nya Real Madrid. Now we say Jorge Mendes players are dominating now Portuguese for better and for. Obetimi akọ Barcelona, Manchester City, other clubs. Now George Mendes players now dominant inti around here friend Chipo Martin there. You know the entire little line for them to say one in the Bayern setup. What say he's better than the strikers around. And as I said, his competitor is Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller and Sujedum. And now much Chipo Martin bono. Sadio Mane the coach in the person fan from 10-10 inti in him set time obe free Liverpool akono. Now most games coach a friend no Jurgen Klopp the moment of the Luis Diaz buy no the Sadio Mane lead the line no. Even in Senegal at times a one man lead the line no. But this coach prefers himself be from the left the usual position. No one much Chipo Martin lead the line no. So we share individual Chipo Martin okay for Bayern you know goals no washe but on your player because any more deal boy also. Say Vicente Abubakar na Vicente Abubakar so ya de Chipo Martin. Oh yeah,
age na bia mo we Vicente Abubakar.
Ni age ndi so sa o. Je na Chipo Martin wanyi o.
It's you na tinsa.
Ah, oni ni age ni so a. David I oni ni age ni so sa.
NARO.
Oya kokra na ni afi.
Oh.
Vicente Abubakar na ni afi.
Vicente Abubakar pa.
Na ni afi papa.
O ka so sa, masa obi o ye nyini.
Na ni afi pa.
The football age no mie mo pa.
David obi nso a
na ni afi. Obi for more team them say abrochire from ko.
Abrochire from ko.
Nti ono.
Ya be na o hwesi mo te aka say o penimu te sa de Vicente Abubakar. Okay.
You know. Chipo Martin we are 31 years old. Vicente Abubakar.
Na ji what years?
What's it? 34.
Me say football age no mie pa. Vicente
Abubakar 31.
Maybe I know I'm free for
But you can na busu penyina duro no so.
Now the Christian Basago will need 26 years. Who's Akamarino? On so 26.
Say buy can was.
And young Karin so. Eti Genoa. Chipo Martin de na say odi ogalo mu nyom ya de Chipo Martin so mo na. Eti Genoa clearly at the Bayern only opportunity no team ya body. But the fact of the matter is that
Chipo Martin's situation is it not similar to Olivier Giroud? Any similar.
Giroud are performing kakra.
But Giroud so Abrebia so a great player. Like in who but look at teams Olivier Giroud big teams in Korea, including big national team. And so more Obama goes no. Until sometimes center forwards no. E do be ana general anya born keke. Or mobility e niam bi na ya na coaches no hwe especially height ya. First of all they look at your height. Ushi Olivier Giroud ni Chipo Martin ma. I think so my height near major yi. No I athletic kakra. Na fe o na hwepo mu a. Coaches in baby feel so betuma you supplies in the bar. And no can be no munya sa chance no. Go him point there. Global football center forwards traditional ones pa no. Omo sheda no so nke ka by now ka mo pack obi say Lukaku a fairly consistently.
Yeah.
Yet still oka elite strikers no. Nti number 9 for na ya na
holding. Okay. Yentu say.
Do not.
Upamecano Bayern the number 2 game mu biom.
Na obuso Upamecano asem. Who say Bayern the one team
after two
legged.
Yeah.
No, omo problem with. Say Lucas Hernandez or has a problem with ma. Or she almost central defense na. Omo timi bo Benjamin Pavard. Omo timi bo Upamecano. Omo timi bo Lucas Hernandez. And omo timi bo Matthias de Ligt. So omo de Pavard be ba na chese 3 back because centrally omo mo Pavard. So omo ko 4 back there na between de Ligt and then Upamecano. Lucas Hernandez injury ni nti na omo ko fa Matthias de Ligt by. When he is fit, he is their best center back. The Lucas Hernandez here fitter, he is their best center back. And you know, Oshe almost situation him now because full backs there. Omo Cancelo, Omo Afonso David, Omo Mazrai, Omo a lot of players. Omo sound up about from the right. Bruno Zasa, Omo Timisa ball, Kemeki Krabiti as Aqua ball. But centrally, You know, almost lucky. And so actually Upamecano, because of injuries in last season, oh boy, last season one team and move and it's come with the fan from Leipzig in this song. Until he's one player almost count on him so much. About work up him who said the more boss or any. For me, he's still a potential player. Or he had time to grow, no matter in his game. And I know these 2 games na about being a P. About be good anymore. I'm not the match view. I'm not the match view. Because against Paris Saint-Germain, he was a standout. Pierre the first one ever part the Prince no. Or Bomodien part defensively. And at home he plays so well. But this time, you know, games the course was say European night, no. Okay. Say I say Ruben Dias someone that's for Man City. Last year I want to go through ya on team and for Manco. The game in sanity. Inter Milan so you know look at the kind of goals almost share. Benfica for no give up. But this season Inter has shown resilience. How much they say me knew need here, but this time Ombe prove me wrong. And consistently they've done that. Against Porto, Mama omo the chance baby. Against Benfica, Mama omo the chance baby. And now Benfica for no tries Ombe prove a point after 3-1. She go na the Marco share no. She Lautaro Martinez go and look at Joaquim Correa go no. And you go na fair interplayed, but Benfica for no give up. Obo pass strongly. But you know, Adepa you're familiar with all the games of course no. And they say teams near qualify na apart from goals almost say their goalkeepers were as good as their strikers no say goals na pepepe. Ederson ne Erling Haaland you celebrate goals into your pon match na obi a bebo Erling Haaland team. But game no nipa o keep in the competition na mo qualify Ederson Morales. Chelsea versus Real Madrid. You bebo Rodrigo the goals din. You bebo Vinicius Junior din. Courtois was as good as Vinicius Junior in the 2 legs. Courtois was as good as Rodrigo the goals and Federico Valverde in the 2 legs. But you bebo mo mushe in din. AC Milan 2 games no mo boy you know. Mark Minan. He was as good as Rafael Leo. Andre Onana was as good as Lautaro Martinez. Na you know saves na Kokosu TV na so no. Obi show the class. Saves are more yen cross saves. By a poor match no be able can you goes no be a jago keepers no. Champions League so peso do baby akesifu ye duru ya. Unhia sa goalkeepers na Courtois deni bi. Unhia sa goalkeeping na Ederson deni bi. Unhia goalkeeping na Onana deni bi. And you know we can talk about the strikers and the goal scorers. But 4 goalkeepers here am about modin you know they were as good as strikers na omuche goals boy teams them qualify.
Okay, the Frank Naro may 2 games in the Kessben na the course of Malaza Arena na fi yemra Real Madrid and
yeah. General, I think that Bayern Munich are disappointed among Phobia. Along the line, now we can favorite this competition. Obviously, we can Real Madrid, we can Bayern Munich because our team no consistent. No money Europe, no bonnet, all that, and then hitherto say on Babishia Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, not just a Obimpon to me So in a way, we thought it was going to be a contest, but obviously, first leg of course what it had no, and not necessarily BBR. In fact, a character in making sure say and Bayern Munich in losing. Otherwise, and Combese lose game in the game. Even the penalty, me no referees in the now there were a lot of concerns about it. But at the end of the day, Pep Guardiola's Man City is in super form, absolutely no doubt. Penalty, Abrantie, Erling Haaland, everybody say no. But o make amends esa enya go the Emma to my friend Man City. I think that City against Real Madrid in the final a game I may sure will be by Dream is probably is the final before the final. Team I may what disappointing me cry in Napoli. I was thinking say Napoli could do something and probably eliminate Inter, but how much is Europe no moon to me? Who share the 2-legged and any of the local competition looking at the form of Napoli, a Biancomobe to me, IBB international. But hey, Inter actually when it comes to the Europe Omoya Masters since 2010, Josie Ediomuko J treble no. This is the first time we make it to the semi-final. The beautiful thing is that all the 2 games, semi-final, San Siro Honoma, how many AC Milan, Just the first leg is San Siro, second leg is San Siro. This is a proper derby. I'm sure Zen Tokwado Mbe Kubi or Paps any streets near the Ansana game Nankasa Edrus General. We can't wait. Semi-final no looking so attractive. The Milan derby and then Man City versus Real Madrid. Clearly, Ubebisa who said, dear Real Madrid actually English football for a year or more. When Man City put a stop to it, it is something I'm sure they be. You know, we are no free honor. I think say a Europa League night, of course, and some big games ever up.
Say the Uzi Obinya walk over. Chelsea sono. And here Sevilla so walk over.
That was an obvious walk over for Real Madrid.
No, here and then walk over.
And that's where walk over.
The first leg, okay. First leg I could 2-2.
Then I'm on the back for
Old Trafford.
And I'm on the back for Beneco.
Almost apart from Lisandro, any Raphael, Luke Shaw, Luke Shaw travel here.
Okay.
Lindelof, Maguire, and then Tylon Malaysia and so back. And of course Dalu, and then so the back four on there. I'm centre backs and then only, and it's possible he can even decide to go 3 back where he has Luke Shaw alongside any of the 3, Ohia squad normally require, yes, United team need a bit depleted in terms of players availability, but I think say a more fair shelves squad or deco in midfield say Ene or Casemiro or Christian Eriksen or Fred and Ibal Zidane account, and of course Michel Sabista a qualify or recover or also travel with the team. Another good news is Enra Rashford a trainee fully. So Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and then Abrante and Anthony Martial, and of course Anthony MC available. So I'm sure he should have a good selection. The only problem is the players in the free injuries, Bobby Bria, normally they might not play at their best. Yeah. So somebody like Rashford may not start the game. But I think say it's good news, is part of the squad. A 2-2. A game Ananka United beat Messi first leg, Probably Omurefi Omuso Asia. A Europa League, the Grandmasters, 6-time champions in Sevilla, and equalize. As I sit here, I think that Sevilla it was slight advantage over Manchester United because of how they ended the first leg, playing the game at their home and all that. But generally, it's an Europa League night, and I think we expect a lot. Don't forget, say Josie, and so then the Branty and also and net Mourinho team no Roma. They lost the first game 1-0 to a final Rotterdam, and then they almost so about Olympico and Neomabisi and will Jose be able to overturn the 1-0 defeat Unyaya and America Kaze say Mourinho winning Europa League we are a bit add a lot. Forget about say Waji Champions League and all that. So Kofa Roma first season or Domaji Conference League. The next season will be one or Domaji Europa League. Obviously. Open Champions League at Jalbesa Mourinho direction Ibium. Teams now can grow because Juventus versus Sporting CP another interesting game everybody. But general, who call England and run so a man ball with a Kakayani and command ball, but it's a bit interesting. Yentanka. But they at least him for man and run there Manchester United and Arsenal former and a depim so and United man Arsenal for 1-0. Since Manchester United form an LED table no, with 4 points. Chelsea Tosumi, Arsenal Tosumi, but Chelsea with 2 outstanding games, even though 4 points in a separate money United form no. Chelsea 4 with 2 outstanding games, and potentially beer or Man United for no looking for a double. Just like senior for no so Edika Jiba, a man Sunday no more share. A winning 1-0 I qualify for final against Chelsea. FA Cup remains final no. United versus Chelsea number 1 final no. England, and then the 2 teams now so alongside Arsenal and so competing for a Women's Super League in England. The sad news for Arsenal for one say Omo Abayiwa friend Leah Williams on the captain England by national team. Enormous injury and they devastating. So Arsenal lost the game and they lost their talisman in that game general.
Okay, I'm sure no man you kakra bi na fi yenko other stories. About goal scorer dey odi by minim so much man kakra bi ama na odi for Spain. Scorer say your panel always say the La Liga is not so strong compared with the EPL, but they are dominating the Champions League. Okay, how come the EPL has 14 Champions League titles as against 14 by Madrid alone?
The argument now, you know,
Yeah,
he's talking of 1950.
Are they okay? 1950, yeah, 1950, Real Madrid.
yeah,
Even on 14,
yeah.
I think as a 2001 or so, no magic. 9
As a 2002.
La Decima number year.
La Decima number 2014.
2014. So as a 2014, no more 9. It will be any fire in 1950 when it is all the total trophies and they can. One we are winning picture ni. Any new cry ye can. And yes, Spain for no share England for no. Cause Real Madrid is share England for no. Real Madrid.
Okay.
Share England for no. England for Spain for we Madrid for about say omo tete tosa Barcelona first no kan ho no obo Madrid mo mudi ejine mo de ma Spain for no since we ya no ate from group stage last season ate from group stage oko Europa League and e share no Abbas goal scorer wow Barcelona this season same enti aka Real Madrid content cro
no ba Atletico so have you Europa pa Sevilla Atletico Madrid Atletico Bilbao Sevilla omo me ensa so ha Man U Fulham
Okay.
Pa any Leicester mo omo ha omo pa Europa no it can Europa I can both Europa and the Champions League
Yeah.
So you say historically Ankasa
Yeah.
Champions League the English people never supported the idea. And so Washa, there was a time after the Juventus Liverpool disaster final in 1985 for about 5 to 6 years near banning English clubs from playing in Europe. After that incident in 1985 Juvenile Liverpool final so it's around early 90s around 91 92 English clubs esaba back but say Joe the Spanish dominance in the like you cannot write it off I rampant and due to error say Joe there were times Italian teams were dominated say Joe so be aware in the 90s it was basically the Italians there were times the Spanish teams went off. Real Madrid, after winning 1966, have to wait till 1998 to win the next UEFA Champions League.
Okay.
About 32 years.
Okay.
Barcelona, my first win of UEFA Champions League in 1992 was their 5th participation. But Sewasha, from the last decade to this decade, the Spanish teams are now dominant. And no idea you cannot write it.
Okay.
You ultimately writing off. For England, Sergio Obeka said, Obeka Rupert Murdoch, the B Sky B agreement of how they started bringing on huge amount of money in the EPL TV right sponsorship. No, say going forward, no, and that was the reason why by 1999 we saw the class of 1992 Manchester United team. No, and so I said, you maybe between 2005 to 2009, any Champions League final has seen English participation. And there were 3 seasons consecutively. Yebo semi-final, 3 English clubs. So say you obi enya ni era. For example, 2005, Chelsea, Liverpool won the Champions League. 2006, Arsenal were in the final. 2007, Liverpool were in the final. 2008, it was an all-English affair.
Okay.
2009, it was Manchester United losing out to Barcelona. Okay. And 2007, 2008, 2009, in our semi-final, 3 English clubs.
I see.
Appear. 2007, you were Liverpool, you were Chelsea, you were Man United, and AC Milan, FMU, Ediwini. In 2008, you were Chelsea, you were Liverpool, you were Man United, and 2 English clubs, Chelsea, Man United, Echo final, Ewo Luziniki Stadium.
Okay.
Emma Man U were winning. 2009, so you were 3 English clubs in the semi-finals. You were Arsenal, you were Man United, you were Chelsea, and Barcelona the fame. So say Joe be a fair share of, but how to translate it into the dominance? Said the medical 3 English clubs being in semi-finals in 3 consecutive seasons. No, omo luzumi e win bako. But the Spanish team rema. Say if you utiminya Liverpool and Real Madrid and Barca being na around 3 English clubs. No kwa from It's media winning. So say you be at me and fair share, but how to translate it into the dominance, no? Say you for that one you have to give it to the Spanish.
General, who can the strength of the team? Nearby goal scorer thereby one of the indicators. It's just one of the indicators. Like league is stronger.
Yeah.
And yet
Champions League.
And yet Champions League na European competition and unkwana they be justified. There are several other factors.
Okay.
You can't say how competitive a league is no. A yesenia mushia etie and Spain untumi nka top form poasem. In Pempi a duopoly in Spain. But in England, you to me ya afraid they are traditional top four. Afraid there are 6 teams. I said, my tradition, anti competition ye king. Sike wom, coaches papa wom, top players honum, send ye shen we are say. Those in Yamano, what the back count, how people patronize the product, both on the television and in the inside the stadium. All these things come into play. So competitiveness or say league be the best. Those things come in, absolutely no doubt. The Premier League is the best league in the world.
Yeah, but so dear, and you know, but Tihonka Krabi, Madrid and Man City, 2 Milan clubs, no, so be sure, or the other semi-finals, no, Krabi, nothing to us. Okay. Newton Latin, I'm sure.
General, I think it's a big moment. Edma Pep Guardiola. I did very tough and say for the second time in a consecutive year.
Voice in your crowd.
May I say calabat?
Oh, yes, a color. No, as I offer chilled water.
Oh,
as I soon say. Chilled power, said they brought me with. I won't feel free now. Why? You're the twice way.
Now, Osha last season, Oka aggregate 6-5 in Aboma. The last 1 minute of the game before referee never hurts in the game. Now, Man City are final now. Now, only did 2 goals.
Okay.
1 minute. Now, referee upon. Normally did 2 goals. But, General, this is Real Madrid. They always have the spirit. In the finals, in crucial stages, in the last embers of the game, they always have that spirit. And they have a manager in no other person like Carlo Ancelotti. He knows, he knows the Champions League so well. But, General, Pep Guardiola has survived Barcelona. As a young manager, was sorry, Piaba. At buying a traditional club, the expectation, the responsibility were to me. Waba Man City, waba implementing, installing a style of play. Kakra, waba become the elite, about final of the Champions League. But who? At the bit me ajia to me says Pep Guardiola free Man City na all can achievement na wanje Champions League na what the bemano. Then he has another chance. So then insa ebeso Champions League trophy. Now General Soccer 2003, Juventus and Milan. Before Mbabe no na ya bomb Milan derby ni said omumienu Mbabe ye omumienu hia and a Milan fa ho share Juventus. But talking about Man City team we say ya na ekwan bebre so na General offer oje the Champions League. One, you're the collective quality. Pep team no your Barcelona no. Left back here Abidal, right back here then you have central defense no Puyo Piqué. Oba mfimfini ma ehia se mese bre ho bebre. In the final third so ehia se mese bre. Collectively they have enough quality. And or no being the coach will lead you more. General so the Sinchia yes so experience. So we experience Sinchia Madrid Champions League no General back or me no e bia na comment me anje under Zidane. So experience is so key. In the final of the Champions League, in the latter stages, experience also counterpower. The third one is the mental fortitude of the squad. General, look, Liverpool near Milan, Baku confirmed 3 goals down straight away. But at the back of the dressing room and come across whatever they discussed, the strategies, the methods, now it had nothing to do with the game. All they said before referee upon the game, only 45 minutes they share 3 dear. General, yes, 45 minutes. Everything I should train no amana ye and quickly as soon as we free dressing room no and yet tactics asem and your methodology asem and your strategy, it was down to their mental strength. So more take me and saying a silly game no. So experience, collective quality and a mental fortitude. I think says a Man City it me can me and Sambo no you better final before final against Real Madrid.
Wow.
But Madrid the squad no ye hugely experienced. Hugely. Modric na wo hoyi Tony Cruz now and a Valverde our form. We using a 100 one in front of you. Up top, Unya Rodrigo, Unya Vinicius Jr., no nya Benzema at the top and Kabaka Rodrigo ne Vinicius General do that level, but I'm telling you, sir, at Real Madrid o ma brewie o ma sonre o ma bre asipo awia nsa so mutimi support Benzema kakra bi a forget it aka 2 minutes aka 3 minutes o metimi awia game no dey free ho. So I think say General for Pep to reach the final,
your game shepa
too much.
All right, Andy Kakrebi will be Kakrebi come.
AC Milan will finish business at Turkey and proud to the Umbrella Champions League final no Old Trafford against Juventus no omo ball another Milan derby. Omo ya Inter Milan free. In 2005 Umbrella Champions League final with Liverpool omo san ball Milan derby bio. SNE Inter Milan free. Those were the days of Carlo Ancelotti. And Okoko drew her. After 3-0 in the first half, Liverpool for be good animals in the second half. Into AC Milan team no general. Omo unfinished business. E was venue na Yakwakubo Champions League final. 16 years I feel no mapa back. And that is a huge boost for Italian football. Inter Milan so 13 years I feel no mapa back. After Jose Mourinho, omo back bill. The best omo team here the quarterfinals in 2010. Omo back bill. But you know they are back after 13 years. Into way 16 years, way 13 years. A baby omo be share in the Champions League in AC Milan wa upper hand. So what quality ekura Inter Milan ni adwuma Simeone Inzaghi ye. Any the materials available, any adwuma Simeone Stefano Pioli you know a match that is clearly fit for the gods. History be Bobby, character be Bobby, pedigree be Bobby, grounds na yebo match in so be Bobby. Into a match Italians ni any budget. So after Juventus in 2015, they have another Italian team coming back to the Champions League final. Whatever the basic BI Italian team in the Champions League final. And you know that is a plus to Italian football. Omuko fema check. Sikani ho. Omu need the materials and the top coaches omu produce yeni bebre. The juma di na bewe. Ebi mo so move to other leagues. Kwa could do omu pa ho. But now they have Stefano Pioli and Simeone Inzaghi. A juma or year in Lazio for years no. Wache so sunya bibi. And a dia na mixi the wardrobe of Inter Milan no. A resilience. So okay omo history ni coaches na omo ba be coach you omo dia. Now say Henario Herrera beje Champions League mienu de ma omo dia. The Catanaccio was down to resilience. Now show omo games omo boy in the Champions League this season na. Be a catch or say Inter for no. That resilience na part of their DNA. Jose Mourinho sabe to us no. Eni anu adwuma Simeone Inzaghi de to us. And Rafael you mo adwuma o maye for AC Milan no. History ne back you omo say also omo qualify ne be hwede omo betimi aye. Pep Guardiola nemesis. The Spanish teams. Oko Bayern Munich am fa ma no na Real Madrid fo ya. Last year no be any Champions League final no mo gbawie. Me hu say after 4-2 omo say Benzema ball na ba back man bo share no. City there. But now me share ball na omo bo na mo gidi so omo betimi qualify ahead of Real Madrid. But that was the goals magic. And the mental fortitude of their defensive shape. And then Pep Guardiola na year o team nim. Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne or De Grealish mobile or man team am team nim kenano. And the say BBR. The spirit of the Champions League no belong good to team I fan Real Madrid. No cry nim yam the last time Manchester City show omo no. You omo film there run of 16. So what omo duru baby omo do idi ade no omo nyim free mu na den. Na history ni clearly back them. And Sanko Dechri. So who can defense here? Omo give you chances. But she ni pana other post him no. Got one in Kuano, ya dimwa. Bypass omo defense na bram fin experience ye key. Now the first 20 minutes are not against Chelsea. Now Modric any Cruz will break. But you know, look at how still omo team keep almost into the game. Esa Babiu and the two players now more than 10-1. Man City headache for me and your midfield. For me, and you come back first Real Madrid defense him. But the way to stop the two boys on the flank. So best of Vinicius Junior now best of Rodrigo the goals and only omu problem. How they will defend against these guys Hwekwan Vinicius do almost fast so the first one and look at the second one as well. And look at how they go the second one as well. Inti adwuma Pep wo ye no only good history against this Spanish opposition. Abra o free hono. But you know adwuma wo ye pa na Nathaniel Ake. And they should hope Kyle Walker come back. So Kyle Walker back dia and umbetimi aye adwuma na tia Vinicius Junior kakra. But say ono antimi ama back dia you know Manchester City were adwuma way ahead last clear. I don't think it will be a match for Pep.
I think Walker is back Central Bem.
Yeah. No, I saw best starting on zone in Pep. So one who say the style be a bono. So I start no Kobuti Arem and don't be exposed. So I bought train defender John Stones and combat for them. Or Kobos Asta and Asia Madrid, you'll be hugely exposed. Until Lyon for Hano, Monaco for Hano, Tottenham for Hano, but Real Madrid for Hanepa.
Okay. Man City is the most dangerous and most difficult team to play against in the world. Bayern did well, pa. Chelsea will have conceded 10 against them. And the pa. Why there any?